Welcome to the literally lopsided review of Deus Ex. Now the first thing I want to talk about is I've never played any of the Deus Ex games before in the past. So I came into this wide open, not knowing much about the game at all. So it was really nice when you first started the game. It gave you an option to watch about a 12-minute cutscene of what had happened in the previous Deus Ex games and what had happened up to the point to where you're at right now before you start the game. So that was really nice because it filled me in, and like I said, being a new Deus Ex player, I had no idea what I was getting myself into. So that was pretty nice. Basically what you are is you're half human and half robot. It reminds me of that movie with Will Smith in it called I, Robot. Well, you're a detective and you're half human and half robot.
The year was 2027. Advances in biotechnology were helping people improve their physical and mental abilities to an amazing degree. Provided, of course, they had enough money. A new breed of people was emerging, half human, half machine. And in Detroit at least, not everyone was happy to see it. I'd just landed a job as head of security at Sarif Industries.
Now the reason why you're half robot is because you get into a big accident and you lose your arms and you lose your legs, and that's how they fixed you up, is by putting a bunch of robot parts on you. The opening parts in the game, the first thing I noticed was how good it looked. The graphics were awesome, the sound was awesome, but the game just looked perfect. It looked awesome. The graphics were awesome.
Team leader, this is Jensen. I'm on the roof.
Solid copy. Move into the building. The access route you need to block is at the far end of the penthouses. And keep in mind, the direct route might not be the easiest one.
Roger that.
McCready will advise once his team is on the ground. Miller out.
There's a lot more to this game than I expected. It's an open world game, first off. You have side missions and main missions. Now to me the map isn't all that big, but I don't know how it compares to the previous Deus Ex games because, like I said, I have never played the previous Deus Ex games. The game has a lot to it and can be a bit overwhelming to new players to the franchise. There isn't much of a tutorial. I was pretty lost at the start of this game with all the customization you can do to your guy and the customization you can do to your guns. I really had no idea how to do any of it, and it really didn't tell you much of anything either. Now it didn't take me long to figure out that there's always a way around in this game. So if you come up to a locked door that you can't quite hack, or you don't have the right key card to get in, but you need to get in that room for a main mission or side mission, or you just want to get in the room. Now there's always a way around. There's either a vent that you can climb into around the corner that way, there's a thing you can jump up, you can go down in the sewers, you can get on a forklift and rise you up over here, whatever, you can always find a way around. The vents are your best friend in this game. I'm telling you right now. You use vents in this game more than anything else in this game. So if you find a vent, you might as well just go in it because you're going to need to go in it anyways, a lot of the time. Now, I recommend that you get the X-ray vision for your character and equip that early in the game, because a lot of times you need that to see the vents in the room, because vents can be covered up with boxes or crates or big refrigerators or whatever, but you can't quite see them to the naked eye. So if you use that X-ray vision, you can see, oh, there's a vent back there. That is the alternate way around the door. Or you just want to get into the vent to get into some other room that you need to get in. But a lot of times they can be covered up by crates. So having that X-ray vision makes it really nice to see things in the room that are interactable with your character. Also, it shows you if there's a hidden floor and it has like weapon crates underneath it, it shows you that, and something that you wouldn't catch with the naked eye as well. Or if there's a hidden room that you didn't know was there and you put the X-ray vision on, you say, oh, well, there's a hidden room, how do I get to it? Now, not always the vents will take you there, but there's a lot of times there's like a secret switch behind a picture, or a secret switch behind the desk, or a secret switch anywhere that'll open up that secret room. But a lot of times when I put that X-ray vision on, I noticed that, oh man, I missed something. There's a secret room that I could get to. So then I started looking around the room a little more to find that switch so that I could open up that room and get whatever is in that room. So the X-ray vision is nice, and I say it is a must-have equipped early in the game on your character. Now this game is hard, okay? It's no walk in the park for a first-time player like myself. Alright, I had to get accustomed to how the game was played, and I had no idea going in. But it was really hard for me to start off the game with having a low level character, not customized up to the abilities that you can use in the game. You just basically have the basic. Now I tried to go in and be a stealthy person instead of going guns blazing, because at least in the beginning I had no luck just running right in and trying to go guns blazing and get what I needed to do without dying. And it was almost impossible for me. I just kept on having to retry, and ultimately it wasn't all that fun. So I tried to go to the stealth route. Now the stealth route is a lot of fun, but it can also be really hard as well to try to go throughout the whole section without getting seen. Now the problem is if you go through half of this mission without being seen, and all of a sudden you don't kill your guy fast enough, or the guy coming up, you don't kill him fast enough, and he alerts the rest of the people, well, you're pretty much screwed. Because once he alerts the rest of the people, people start coming up from behind you, they come up from the left, they come up from the right, they come from everywhere, and then you're just overwhelmed and you're going to die. So my advice is, if you're going stealthy, to save it a lot, so that if you get through a section and then you get alerted and die, well, at least you got through the last section without having to reload from the beginning of the map, or reload from the checkpoint that you had run into. Now, like I said, I tried to go stealthy, so I used my stun gun a lot. But there's a bunch of different other guns in the game. There is an assault rifle, there's a shotgun, you have a sniper rifle, you have tranquilizer guns, you have stun guns. It's pretty nice because you can have EMP ammo and regular ammo for your one pistol. Now the EMP ammo comes in very handy whenever you're trying to knock out a camera or a robot or whatever. It's very nice to have that option to knock him out and get around the side without him seeing you. And then you can also switch back to your normal bullets too. The stun gun is really nice as well. The only thing about the stun gun is when you get you have to be real close to somebody, because if you're kind of far from somebody, you can't quite hit him, and then you're just wasting ammo, and then he hears something shooting at him, and then he alerts everyone else. So make sure when you use your stun gun that you get pretty close to the guys before you start shooting at them. You can't shoot them from long range. Now you do have long range weapons. You have the sniper rifle and a tranquilizer rifle, which is really nice. That is long range. So there was this one map, or this one mission, that I was trying to clear out everybody in the room, and I was way up on top on the rafters, and I was just sitting up there and tranquilizing people left and right. It was a lot of fun. And it made it a lot easier, because if you shoot your sniper rifle, yeah, you're going to get some kills, but it's going to alert everybody, and then you're going to be screwed because everyone's going to know where you're at, and they're going to start shooting at you, and it's almost impossible to escape a scenario once you've been seen. It's not impossible, I shouldn't say that. It's just really hard to get out of something once you've been seen. So the guns are customizable. You can go in and add scopes to the guns. You can add silencers to the guns. Like I said before, you can switch from EMP bullets to regular bullets. At least with the one pistol, I know you can. I'm not sure if you can do that with the other guns, unless that you add a perk or something onto it. But you can also up the damage, the accuracy. There's a bunch of stuff that you can do to the guns, which makes it really nice to be able to upgrade your guns. The final verdict. Now, I had fun playing this game. Actually, I had a lot of fun playing this game. But one of the downfalls was it was really hard. For me, at least. I had a hard time getting through this game. Just because you're just overpowered by everyone else. Like I said, you can't go in guns blazing early on, and you can't really be seen, because if you are, then they just start swarming around you, and then you're done, you know? And once they kill you, the loading times takes forever. So I was really frustrated at times trying to get past a couple parts, and I just kept dying and then reloading, and I'm telling you, the reload times just took forever. Especially if you die pretty quick. So there was times where I was really frustrated at this game. I thought it could be a little bit, I don't know if you would say easier, if you would want it easier, but I think it's because it's the first time I've ever played this kind of game before. And I started getting into the groove towards the end of the game on how to play it, but I was still kind of iffy in between the game on how to really get through stuff. There's a lot to this game. Like I said, it's an open world game, and you have side missions and then main missions, so it really does keep you busy for a long time. And it's pretty nice because I didn't expect this game to be open world. When I first bought the game, I didn't think. I thought it was just mission-based or level-based, and then that was it. I didn't expect it to be an all open world, so that was nice. It was actually, I would like to play more of this game in the future, like the past games. I like to pick a couple copies of those up and play it. I think that a lot of people that are new to this series are going to be fans of this game. Okay, so I did run into a big problem in this game. I was getting right to the end of the game, and I think I was on one of the last missions, or maybe there might have been a couple left, but I actually wasn't able to finish the game. Now, I went up to the subway to go from one area to the next area, because the next area is where I needed to be for the mission, and it wouldn't work. It just glitched out on me. Okay, the monitor for the subway is supposed to change when you walk up to it to select where you want to go in the map, and it wouldn't do it. It wouldn't come up at all. Are you freaking kidding me? This is supposed to work. Why isn't this changing? Come on. Ah! Ah! Glitched out. Glitched out. Come on. Come on! Ah! So I was stuck where I was at. Now, yeah, you're going to say, well, Trevor, it's an open world game. Why don't you just walk to wherever you need to go? Well, yes, it is an open world game, but it's in sections. Okay, so the section that I was at, I'm stuck to that section. I can't go from that section to the next section unless I take the subway train car. So it is open world, but you're limited to the sections that you're in. So as I was sitting there stuck, not being able to continue the game, it really frustrated me, because this is a really good game. I really like this game, and I became a fan of the franchise after playing this game. But since I'm doing a review on the game, and since I'm doing a review at launch for the game, you know, it's going to be hard for me to give it a super high rating because of that. I wasn't even able to finish the game. Now, the game is awesome, and I'm sure once the patch comes in and it fixes that glitch, that I'll be able to finish the game and be all happy. But for now, at launch, I'm going to give this game a 7 out of 10, and it could be higher. It could be an 8 or 9. Just the little things in this game that needs to be fixed. It crashed on me a couple times, and the fact that I couldn't finish the game, you can't put out a game that you can't finish it. Now, I looked online and a lot of other people were having this problem. I don't know if you had that problem, but a lot of other people were, including me. You can't put out a game that has glitches in it. Now, I know not every game is going to be perfect, but, and I'm sure they'll go in and fix this as well. That's gonna be sweet.